Warning, this video will contain sensitive topics talking about death. Your discretion is advised. 2001 was a weird season for NASCAR, losing the 7-time champion of Dale Earnhardt early in the year. But this topic doesn't take place in the NASCAR Cup Series. It takes place in the ARCA Remax Series with 2 other drivers. Let's get into it. Blaze Alexander was born on March 26, 1976. He began racing at the age of 12 in go-karts, winning the coveted World Karting Association Championship in the East Regional Championship in 1992. In 1995, he moved to Mooresville, North Carolina, and drove in the ARCA Racing Series. Named ARCA's Rookie of the Year in 1996, Alexander was a regular driver in the series, also driving in both the NASCAR Busch Series and the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Our second protagonist in this story is Kerry Earnhardt, who was born on December 8, 1969, as a former NASCAR driver and the eldest son of 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Dale Earnhardt, who lost his life earlier in the year. His half-brother and former NASCAR Cup Series driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his son Jeffrey still races to this day in the Xfinity Series. Let's get into it. On October 4th, 2001, during the ARCA Easy Care 100 at Lowe's Motor Speedway, the race begun. Tim Steele started on the front row with Chase Montgomery beside him. Kerry Earnhardt and Blaze Alexander started alongside each other in row 2. Kerry Earnhardt in the 2 and Blaze Alexander in the number 75. Both had fast cars and they were up front leading all race long. The race was sort of clean with 2 cautions for 14 laps that pointed Kerry in the lead with a grand total of 3 lead changes, and Kerry Earnhardt led a grand total of 46 laps, leading the majority of the race of the 63 laps. With 5 laps to go, Blaze Alexander's car crashed into the outside retaining wall nearly head-on. He died from a basal skull fracture, the 5th NASCAR driver death from rapid deceleration head and neck movements in 17 months, convincing NASCAR to mandate the Hans device for all drivers. Despite the accident happening in ARCA, Blaze Alexander was only 25 years of age. He was good friends with Jimmie Johnson, soon to be 7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion. So for the rest of Jimmy's career, every race, he kept a Blaze Alexander sticker on the front end of the car to ensure Blaze would always finish first. Blaze also had a win earlier in the year, and Kerry Earnhardt finished the year off with 3 wins. The weird thing about me thinking this is that neither of them, the first and second place finishers, finished the race. The race was called in lap 63 out of 67. It was official that Kerry Earnhardt, who flipped from the lead. He flipped from the lead while leading the race with 5 laps to go, while he was battling with Blaze Alexander, was the winner. Blaze, who was second, the 2 top finishers didn't finish the race. I don't know why people don't talk about this. They just gave Kerry the win and didn't try to restart the race. I understand, but it wasn't confirmed until later after the race was officially called that Blaze Alexander in the 75 car was officially pronounced dead. But the weird thing is that the winner of the race crashed, flipped, and sat there on the wall while his upside down, a flamed car sat off the exit of the front straightaway. And the second place finisher was unalive in the grass. I don't know if it's just me, but did you know about this? And if you were in charge of NASCAR, how would you done this differently? I'm Travis Parker, and I'm out.